that's where we are, Kings Creek Station. You can see guided buggy tours, helicopter tours, station tours. They have a whole heap of activities here, so it's really good. They've also got some camels. They obviously farm camels here as well. I take it by the fact that they've got camel burgers on the menu. I'll go over and have a look at those. We've had a few of them that are just wandering around just outside our caravan over the last few days. And on the drive down to Kings Canyon, you see a few of them in the scrub as well. So the drive from here actually down to the Kings Canyon, it's about 36 kilometres, 36 to the canyon and about 40 to the Kings Canyon Resort. There you go. This morning we're doing the Kings Canyon Ridge Walk. Just the entrance to it here. Beautiful morning, freezing last night. We reckon it was down to about 1 degree, just bitterly cold, but it's turned out to be a magnificent day, great day for a walk. So here we go. Kings Canyon Rim Walk, 6k. Opened. Ready to go? So we're just looking at the climb to the top. It's a pretty steep climb. See in front of us that bit of a lump. Looks like the track goes straight up that to the ridge. Then once you're on the ridge, it's a nice flat walk. That's a nice little climb just to get the blood pumping in the morning.
Yeah, right up the top.
Geez, I can imagine doing this in the summer months. It's no wonder they shut everything as soon as the temperature hits 36 degrees. Rightio, this is the start of the climb. Up to the top. Really well managed or maintained track though. But anyway, let's get halfway.
How beautiful it looks.
Stunning, isn't it? Just beautiful. Almost at the top. Only another probably 50 metres to go vertically. Wow, it's pretty. You can tell when you're at the top, that's where they put the defibrillator. One thing we noticed here in the NT is that their national parks, and it's probably because of the sheer numbers of people that come out here, are really well prepared. You can see, I don't know if you can see, but it's a helicopter landing pad just over here and a massive first aid kit. I guess it'll have winching gear and stretchers and that sort of stuff in it. But they've got defibrillators everywhere on the hikes, emergency calling points. Might be VHF radios or UHF radios or something. But yeah, they're really well prepared. But I guess once again, it gets pretty hot here in the summertime. So I say people would, especially a lot of Europeans, would probably overextend themselves, not being used to the conditions. And they must get quite a few first aid cases, I'd imagine. But yeah, hats off to you, NT government, in the way that you prepare yourself for these sort of things. No, it's a big call, but it's almost redder than Carragini. Beautiful colour on the rocks. One thing that we've noticed in our travel so far into the NT is just how green everything is. It's just been unbelievable. Like, the pastures are just lush, there's just grass growing everywhere, millions of birds.
Not much wildlife.
Not that bird, millions of other birds. Yeah, no kangaroos or emus, which is really strange, but the parakeets, like budgerigars, thousands of budgerigars, millions of finches. And today where we're staying, at Kings Creek Station. The Corellas and what are those other little grey ones called? The ones that I set free, that Jessie used to own. That's it, Weros. Yeah, Weros everywhere, Corellas, budgies, you name it. There's just birds everywhere. It's obviously with the good rains that they had in the wet season, and you can see the grass there. The grass is just full of seed, so it's obviously going a long way to supporting the population of seed-eating parakeets. It's just been wonderful. We've ventured into the bungles. Have a look at these beautiful trees. Just spectacular. But we have noticed that a few of the trees have hessian wrapped around them, as you can see here. So I'm not 100% sure why. See if we can find out the answer to that question. Today we pointed out that some of the trees have hessian wrapped around them. We couldn't quite work out why, but we just found the sign here that says that these trees have been damaged by visitors, and because all the trees in the park are sacred to the traditional owners, they then cover up that graffiti with the hessian. So there you go, answers the question. Also, you have to ask the question, why do people have to carve their initials in the trees? Cannot understand that. But there you go. Question solved. Here's an example of the trees with the hessian around them to hide the graffiti that's been carved into the trunks. I guess it acts as a bit of a deterrent for others. Monkey see, monkey do. It was like that really disappointing time when we were at Cathedral Gorge, I think it was, in the Kennedy National Park or Kennedy Range National Park. And the Cathedral Gorge is just such a stunning place, and yet people have just carved their names into the sandstone. It's just beyond belief. So, yeah, no more needs to be said, really. Just don't do it. Just beautiful landscape.
It's not allowed to go any closer. How was that?
Stay within the boundaries.
Stayed within the boundaries.
Stunning. Lisa's always the one telling me not to get too close to the edge of the cliff. So at the moment, she's putting all her faith in the twisted, dry old branch of a tree, leaning out over the edge, doing the Titanic thing. A few stairs to go down to the bottom of the gorge. I don't think they quite make Australian standards, but might be a bit cool for a swim. In fact, they don't want you swimming in any of the waterholes here because of the indigenous cultural significance of all these waterholes. So there's no swimming in any of the pools around this area, which is probably a good thing. I mean, how many poo noodles and inflatable unicorns can you tolerate? Garden of Eden, they call it. It's just beautiful. That beautiful big fig tree. They say here it's okay to splash your face and cool off, but no swimming. Canyon Creek walk this morning. It's just beautiful. There it is. Mistletoe grevillea, or bush mistletoe, as Lisa correctly identified it yesterday. There's plenty of it in this creek bed. It's really pretty plant. It's the end of the little budgies. Two overriding noises you hear while you're walking around this place. The first is the continual chatter of the wild budgies. They're just everywhere. They're so cute. And the other one is the rattle of the helicopters, unfortunately. Anyway. But yeah, the budgies and finches, they're just in plague proportions. They're just everywhere. So great. They need to get electric powered tourist planes operational. Electric powered helicopters. There you go, Rolls-Royce. Electric powered helicopters for short duration scenic trips. You'll make a killing. See if you can hear that chatter of the bird life in the trees here. Beautiful sunset, or beautiful afternoon. This is our last night here at King Springs Station, and we're heading up
Kings Creek.
Kings Creek Station. King something station. We're heading up tonight. We're dining out. Going to have a camel burger.
Maybe not.
Lisa might go the camel burger, sense of the camel. But we've got another couple that we've met in Cooperpedy actually, who we've been leapfrogging backwards and forwards with, and they're here tonight, so we're going to go and have dinner with them, which should be lovely. But it's just a beautiful night at the campground. So nice to be back into a bit of a remoter, more remote sort of setting, even though there's still plenty of people around. But at least it's not a caravan park, which is just great.
Let me relax and unwind. Might take some time, but baby,